We
Good,
can't
good,
hear
good.
Melly? Oh, I'm very smart. Wait, which audio channel did I mute?
I need
This one.
to...
Hello. Okay, now you could say hello.
Hello. I need to reverse. So this is going to be a first for me, doing this simultaneously with you. So I need to
Yo.
reverse my keybind. So rather than it be... I think I just need to do something where, like, I can mute you instead of... Or wait. I'm so confused.
Oh, what are you trying to do? And I could probably give you the correct answer.
I want to make sure I can talk to someone in chat without confusing the hell out of you.
Oh, I don't even mind. I mean, depending on, what you want to say, but I don't mind sharing the chat conversation over if it's something that you'd think would be interesting to share.
I'm gonna be honest. I think we've got the makings of a great stream because I'm already just getting ribbed and trolled and effed with like the whole time I'm playing. So
Nice.
we're in a good place. And in fact, you know what I'll go ahead and do? I will pop out your stream's chat.
Yeah, that's what I got going on.
So I can have both the chats. I can talk to both of you.
Yeah.
I ordered food.
Oh yeah, what'd you get?
I ordered a halal platter, and it's going to be here in like 2 minutes.
Oh, that's so hype.
So probably need to make sure I get that squared away before we jump in. But I'm still setting some stuff up.
Huge.
Hello, 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 Toasters chat.
Hello, Melly's chat. Which so far I think is at least 3 people that are also in my chat.
Yes!
I
All
see.
3 of us, let's go! We were a squad of 3. I just want you to know, like, everything's a disaster in my...
Yeah.
Like, nothing's organized. Nothing looks good. I'm doing the best I can over here, okay?
This is what, day 2 of streaming?
It's like day 2 of streaming.
Yeah.
I'm moving a few things around. I'm doing the best I can
Take
over
your
here.
time.
They were telling me to turn on streamer mode, and they said something else that, like, hides...
Oh, really?
Like, friends or something? Do you do something with that?
There's an anonymous mode that would hide your username, and there's also a streamer mode that hides the usernames of other players.
Okay.
If either of those matter to you.
We need to have a social contract real quick before we jump into this.
I'm ready.
If you're in my chat watching my stream, you're not allowed to judge my crafting medals. You are not allowed to...
How?
Look, I got that hookup, Toaster.
Ma'am, that's more than me.
Listen. Probably should have found a way to hide that first. Go away. Here, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put in. Where is it? We're gonna find an image that none of you get to look at that. Go away. Boop.
The gamer overlay.
We'll find a sexier image. How about can it be an animated GIF?
You can make animated GIFs in your image sources, yes.
It's not going to be translucent, but I think it will also kind of like, it'll get the job done.
Incredible.
There we go. Total pro stream right off the bat. That's fine. It's fine.
I don't think the invites are sending. You can join on me.
Okay. Join
Let's go.
and hang out with
Oh, that
the
is a
gamers.
nice skin you got.
Why, thank you.
Did you get that one free with your Twitch Prime subscription?
I did. I
Wow.
had to find a Twitch Prime account to use to get it.
Fair enough.
Are we duoing?
We can. I've
Do
been
you have
poking
someone
around to
else in
see
mind
who's
that you were gonna...
awake. I was gonna ask Fruit, but Fruit has not gotten out of bed yet.
I don't see what the problem is.
That's what I'm saying. Fruit.
I think you can probably play from bed if need be.
True. Just pop in the controller.
And my food is here, so
Go get it.
everyone hang on just a moment. I'll be right back.
Don't leave.
If you're on my stream and you hear me stomping about, it's because all my keybinds are completely bonkers right now. Okay.
Okay. Did you get it? Does it look good?
I got the food. I haven't looked at it yet. Oh no, a fire started. Hey, Roman.
I should take a look at like your stream mod when you're actually in game and see if it's like not exploding or anything.
My stream what?
Like if your stream's not exploding or anything, I don't know how you like set up OBS for
You'll
Apex.
have to let me know. My basically my go-to has been once I start playing, I disable preview.
Ah.
I don't know if that means that you can't. I don't know if you might then not hear when people follow or raid or do stuff like that.
It should still make sound.
Okay.
I believe.
Since Melly actually plays, they got her the dev bundle too. Yeah, they hooked me up a little bit. They're like,
Yeah.
listen, we know you're never going to be able to earn this on your own, so we'll go ahead and take pity and give you some gifts.
How nice of them.
I have my friend Zuffins, who's been a core part of my stream, would probably join us if we needed a third, but I still think we should force Fruit out of bed.
That's what I'm saying. Let me let her know. Melia says, "Get out of bed."
Melly says, "Get out of bed." Melly says, "Why won't you pick up the phone?" Hey, Abby, how's it going? Yeah, everything's, there's been tons and tons of disasters, but my chat's been super, super patient.
That is good.
And I've had friends who have been interested in playing with me. Incidentally, if you ever feel like hopping on to like the worst Minecraft experience of your life, you're more than welcome to join me.
Oh man, I haven't played Minecraft in so long, but I have so many friends now that are getting back into the recent wave of Minecraft brain rot that I might maybe try again, but I bet you by the time that I feel like doing it, everyone will be over it until the next wave.
Mm-hmm. We jumped into something called RL Craft, which is just an absolute living nightmare.
Yeah. I saw that you were like really tiny.
Yes, I'm a fairy.
Tiny block or large blocks, I guess.
So things I've learned since becoming a fairy.
Mm-hmm.
Staircases, which are supposed to allow you to just walk up ramps, don't work. They are still too tall for me to use. They come with the advantage of creative flight, so I can fly as much as I want, wherever I want. But I'm also made of paper.
Ah.
So I do about as well flying as that fruit fly you find in your kitchen once in a while.
Ah. So you have faster reaction time.
No. No. Everything looks at me and I just splat. A paper fairy.
That's a recurring theme lately. After thinking about how taller people are worse at video games because you have a longer nervous system, therefore signals from your brain take longer to reach your gamer hands, so your reaction times are slower.
You know, I'd always suspected.
If only I was a fruit fly.
I hadn't seen the studies, but... Do you have a link to your Fuji thing? Fuji?
Oh, yeah. Let me pull that up for you. You could also just put in, like, the general one, but I will show you. If I remember the keyboard I'm on.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I could try general. I tried general before, but I don't think it works on channels. But it probably works on calls, doesn't it?
Yeah, when Fugitech Reactive is linked to Discord, so if you have the group browser source, it'll just pull Fugies from whoever you're in call with, which is what I have right now, which is why you're already there, and I didn't have to do anything.
All right, I'm gonna
But if you want to get each individual one, then you would do it that way, but then you have like 20 browser sources just sitting there, and it potentially messes up your resources.
Let's see.
Mm-mm.
Whoa! Giant frog! There is a giant frog! Should I just leave it like this for the whole game?
Wow. New crosshair.
Incredible. How do I update this so it includes me too? Oh, there goes the game.
You could put in the source for your own Fugi, I believe. If you wanted to do it that way. But for you, I think you still have it where it's just your profile picture. I'm the one that set up the custom image. But
You're as big as you are on your own stream right now. Sure, I will, maybe I'll just make this yours instead. The group one is being a little finicky, it looks like.
Yeah.
And we're gonna make you a little smaller. And we'll do one for me. I'm learning. Thanks for bearing with me, everybody.
No problem.
I probably could just use something like this. No, that's not what the website is supposed to look like. This is breaking me. Oh, no. There. And now I'm here too.
Yo, it works.
Look at us. Can I? Here. You're gonna hate this. Bam.
What did you do?
You're flipped.
Oh no, you flipped me.
Flipped you.
That's illegal. It's so cursed.
Okay, you're fine, it's fine. All right, this is great. I think I can go ahead and leave this for now.
Perfect.
Oh, I needed that to clear my sinuses. the dreaded right-facing frog.
Never before seen.
What is that? That looks amazing.
Oh, this is Ash. Her heckin' mecha kaiju skin.
Hello, hello, sweetheart. Colloidal estradiol magical. I'm a perfect concoction.
Incredible. You're gonna confuse all the people watching that are also playing Apex. It's gonna be great.
All right, let's make sure my computer can handle this.
Oh yeah.
My computer is not doing a good job of handling this.
It isn't?
Let's see.
The stream looks smooth at least so far.
Does it?
The hunt begins.
Let me. I'm
I don't
sure
know
I
about
probably
your game.
have something up that I shouldn't.
Show no mercy.
Yeah, it's not amazing. It's not amazing. Even though the preview is turned off. I feel like I had enabled something else that was CPU
Are you worried about
heavy.
your in-game frame rate or the stream?
If the stream looks good and you guys can tell me,
Yeah.
then I'm happy. My in-game frame rate is a little questionable.
I see.
Attention.
First blood, and not the good blood moon kind.
We'll see after well, now we're on the ground. Usually performance always gets really bad on like, I'm gonna move in on this, on the drop part of the game out of the ship, because they really do not optimize that part, but you're not playing, so they don't really mind. There's people in here and they finished.
1 minute, but we're nearly set.
I'm under fire.
On my way.
Enemy shield
Also,
cracked.
my mouse sensitivity is way
One
softer
down.
than I remembered it.
Shields are depleted. Recharging.
Yeah, I might need to do something about
Yeah.
like either draw distance or I don't know
The
what
ring's
you.
close.
This will blind them.
Oh, they're friends. Goodbye,
Nice.
friends.
Enemy.
We routed that squad.
Thank
Hardly
goodness.
a challenge. Reloading. 30 seconds.
There we
before
go.
Magic
the ring
worked.
closes.
I
Use
think
it
I got
well.
the matching hemlock. I won't run it then.
Whew.
You want the heavy and I'll switch to light.
Sure, why not? I'll use the heavy.
Repairing damages.
10 seconds until the ring closes. 1 foot in front of the other.
Very nice.
It's streaming at mostly near 60. Okay. Well,
Oh yeah, I could pull up
None
the
of us are
video
in the ring.
details and
We
find
need to
out.
center ourselves there
It
and
should
fast.
be. Oh, you're on 1080p?
is that the
Oh.
problem?
I mean,
What are you
it's
streaming?
not a big. I stream at 864p, which is a number,
Okay.
and
Sure.
that at 8,000 bit rate is the other thing. You're at 6K bit rate, which is fine. And I think, let me see. Oh yeah, obviously, because I was watching at 360. You have transcoding
Down from the
options
stars.
already. Okay, Fruit also says yes, ma'am. So I think she's motivated to get out of bed.
Huzzah. Let's do it. Get out of bed, fruit. We want more fruit.
Yeah. So
Closing browser windows.
yeah, that might help.
What I should do is I should have my temperatures open because this will be my first time doing this with the new computer.
Oh yeah, true.
Let me actually
For all
do
we
that real
know,
quick.
like it could just be like,
Overheating and breaking everything.
yeah.
Let's do that. Temperatures are all closed.
Proogs in chat, rise up.
Materials.
Cursed first game. Let's go.
Optics here.
Oh, temperatures are fine. Temperatures are fine.
Mm-hmm.
Captured some materials.
Right.
A new kill.
Oh yeah, that's true. Worst case scenario, you could just stream at like 30 FPS.
Materials secured.
But I think, especially at 6K bitrate, you could just go down to like not a 1080p resolution. It's fine. I don't stream at 1080p, and really, honestly, like the bitrate limitations for Twitch, 1080p is kind of hard to do for a game like Apex.
Okay. So
But
these
we
are notes
can,
for the
yeah.
future.
Oh, definitely sometime
Materials secured.
I could just like sit down and look at all the OBS stuff with you. I
Oh.
tend to do that a lot for people.
I would love to hang out and do that.
Yeah. As a nerd in need of an outlet, I like helping people with their OBS because I get to talk about OBS optimization, which I do a lot of, except I kind of hit the cap now, which is why I'm trying to upgrade my PC so I could optimize it even more.
What was that? Give me that. Hey, since I don't have a mute button yet. Hey, Millie chat folks. I'm curious, how do our levels sound compared to one another? Do they sound a lot louder than I do? Or are we kind of even?
Oh yeah, audio level. That's also true. If we're on different audio sources in OBS, you could also just like look at it and see like how high the little meter is going compared to you when you talk.
Frog is so loud.
Oh, well,
Sorry, I can turn you down in Discord.
yeah. How'd I get 150 material? Jeez.
1 moment. I'm crafting.
Oh no, I know. Someone messaged was like, you took off the material sheet. And I'm like, yeah, no, I got over it. It's very like, you've already seen me naked, but don't look at me.
Oh, I just made more bats.
Oh,
Well,
a
you can
digital
have them.
threat.
You know what? Maybe I want one. I'll make it.
Can I put a 1x digital threat on a heavy weapon?
Which heavy weapon?
I have a flatline.
No. It could only go on SMGs, pistols, and shotguns, the short range weapons.
SMGs, pistols, and
There's a
shotguns.
bat there for you.
Battery here.
Okay. Thank you. I could use. I'm not gonna get a chance to craft again, so I'm just gonna follow you.
Optics here. Close range.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
facing frog was quieter. I agree.
Huh?
Target acquired. Target
So
landing here.
there's people.
Bold move.
Purple armor on one of them.
I'm under fire.
One is defeated.
Nope, that didn't work out so well.
Reloading. Airstrike.
It's alright, because
Really?
I'm in the ring, so I'm gonna just hang out over here.
Grenade.
That was a bad idea. That was a very bad idea.
I could fix this.
I thought I'd be safe. It's alright, gives me a chance to take a bite of my dinner. See, it was all part of my master plan. Someone made a right-facing frog!
Oh. I'm kind of nasty. Neat. Man, what timing? Both a sub alert and Millie pogging to something completely different
Sorry.
on that headshot. I'm gonna pretend it was planned.
I don't know how to customize, or I would do that as well. You need to do that in Toaster's chat.
Customize. Oh, the emotes. Yeah, there is a way to do that.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That was a nice commute.
I could portal you closer to all the stuff if you want next
Hell
to
yeah.
me.
Cutting the phase tear.
1 minute, but I'm made new. Thank you.
It's very possible the
Or
stream
one
is
of
choppy.
these.
I am having a little bit of frame rate issues, although less right now.
Oh, I think I see what's happening. It's that kind of
45
frame
seconds
rate
to the nearby ring.
issue.
We strategized effectively.
Oh, I have way too many batteries.
Shield battery here.
Weapons were they running? Oh, volts.
30 seconds and the ring is
All
close.
right, fine.
Be careful. There's a new kill leader out there.
Where's my bag?
Shield cell here.
Somewhere back there where you've died. I don't remember which one. Oh, it's this one.
This location interests me. Our target is here.
Yeah, this is your box.
Come on, the
Ah,
ring's
thank you.
closing in 10 seconds.
The victor may still be limping.
Not just me. Okay.
Where can I find Melly? I'm glad you asked. If you type !duo, you will find a link to Ingy Melly's Twitch channel. Right, meow.
You're outside the ring. Get going.
After checking temps, it became choppy. Well, see, that's what you get for looking at it. You know what's weird is it's actually playing a little better for me now, so it's fascinating that now the stream is what's taking the hit.
Well, we have a care package on the way.
We have some issues we need to work out.
Was it the thing? What are you monitoring the temps with?
IQ?
Huh?
Opening fire. Taking fire. Enemy shield cracked.
Oh, well, I put down a wall, but I don't think it actually worked.
I shattered an enemy shield.
The temps do not like to be observed.
Fight isn't over.
I'm gaming.
I'm the new kill leader. Entirely expected.
Thank you.
Recharging shield.
My shields need a bit more power.
Hey, listen, you and me both.
Squads remain.
This is apparently everyone's having dinner right
I
now.
need restoration. Healing.
Good. Yeah, they crafted. Good for them.
Okay.
Where's the oh yes. There's red armor here for you.
Replicator incoming.
Hell yeah. Hey, Brutus.
I swear I'm gonna maybe have to change weapon again. Nah. Where'd the energy ammo go?
There is a care package.
Unopened? Here.
Couldn't tell you that.
It's oh, it's not anywhere around here.
I'm so hopeful, though. I see the line.
Death box there.
Is that the line? It's... Can't tell. Nope, it's unopened. We gotta go. I'm gonna get murdered over here.
There's people right here.
Uh-oh. But...
Taking fire.
Ah!
Shooting. Shields are
Oh, I'm gonna get pushed.
I'm coming, I'm
baby.
coming, I'm coming.
Wait, where are you?
I'm back this way. Behind you. Around the rock.
1 minute. We have time to strategize. Reloading. I shattered an enemy shield. Cut down an enemy. I'm under fire. I shattered an enemy shield. Reload.
I'm kind of a gamer.
Squad.
I need to get out.
The tear to give us
Reloading. My shields
I
need
do
a bit more
not
power.
have the anything.
Grenade incoming. 30 seconds and the ring's close.
releasing an arc star.
Recharging sheet.
Arc star out. They will be found. Wait, pitiful.
Are they still there?
Allowing themselves
I'm
target
yeah.
Forming a barrier. ring's closing in 10 seconds.
What weapon this one have? Or any of them?
Are they? Oh, they're not.
Fine.
Okay.
Uh.
I thought they would be here.
We're all
We should
outside
probably
the
just move
ring.
into ring
You want
since
music to read? Get moving.
a lot of things.
I'm going there. You would be
Yeah,
wise
I'm
to
feeling
follow.
good. Someone in my chat asks, do you guys heat up your food when having leftovers? I often do.
Yeah, I do.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Bad times. Bad times.
Recharging shield.
I cannot deal with them quite yet.
Hold on. I'm healing.
Time to
Oh,
mine.
this wall, this wall, this wall, this wall, this wall is gonna be bad news in just a second. Don't like it. Don't like it.
I need restoration. Healing.
They just gonna stay in there? I didn't even take the medkit I crafted.
Target there.
Did I?
They're focusing on me.
Yeah, you pointed that out.
Recharging shield.
I have
This guy's solo,
one
right?
medkit. I have exactly one medkit.
Not so fast. Time to bind you.
Oh, we're only 2 boxes. So it's 2 people?
I want that. I want that care package so
Yeah,
bad.
let's just get it.
We're
They're
close
not
to the
showing
ring.
their
A minute to
face.
spare.
Oh no. Oh wait, no. Yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Is it the bow?
It's not. It is an LMG. Should I take it?
Yeah, good.
I'm gonna take it.
The rampage.
Let's
That's a good
do it.
gun. Oh, I hear them. Wait, how are they here already?
The enemy stands before us. These ties.
Oh my frames. My poor frames. My poor frames.
Reloading.
There you go.
Hey, look at us.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
You are the Apex champions.
I kinda did some work.
You did a lot of work. I helped a little bit.
You did everything we needed. Incredible. Fruit appears to not be ready yet, so we could do another. Everything working over there? Do you need to tune anything?
Frames are a little upset. Frames are a little upset, if I'm being completely honest. I'm seeing very few drop frames coming from OBS though, which is interesting considering I think someone said that it was struggling for a moment.
Yeah. Did you run OBS in admin mode?
No.
I recommend setting that to automatically do that in the compatibility options for the
Feature.
executable file. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh,
Admin mode, taking notes.
yeah. You could do it now if you want. Doesn't take too long to do it, but you'd have to turn it off for a bit.
I'd have to end my stream,
Then you just start it again.
I suppose. Thank you, Sweep, for gifting subs. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate everyone that's been hanging out today.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a good day.
I'm glad.
Also,
Mm-hmm.
I was blown away, and if some of you were there, I was blown away with how many people from your community decided to stick around last night.
Oh yeah.
Because you raided, and a lot of people from your stream last night decided to just chill, and that meant a lot to me.
Yeah. They're big Millie fans over here. Oh, is there anything new in those recolors? No, I already have this one. Lit.
Kind of like this caustic skin with the full helmet. Silverback.
The monkey caustic.
Yeah. I am using the natural essence, which was the Twitch Prime one. Kind of like a druid catalyst, which I think is really cool.
It is very nice.
It's been a mostly sleepy stream today, and so I feel like I'm going to play into that because now that I'm eating, we're not running around gunning. I'm just going to be chewing. Giving you all that sweet, sweet chewing ASMR.
That's what I'm saying. I always tell everyone to just turn up the mic when they're eating. Like there. The crunch.
Or just enjoy the mouthfeel of the rice.
See your imperfections in your enemies, then crush them.
I'm envious of your Nightbot.
Oh, my Nightbot is so evolved. And pretty much all of it is none of my work. It's just my mods. They keep making more commands and make it do more stuff.
I've been swapping questions now and again with
I'm exceptionally good at both.
Colorfinger, who does mod stuff for Chris Edgerly.
Let's see if we're a match.
Okay.
What a nice bionomic drop.
Again? Again.
Are we all eating dinner? Is it a dinner stream around? I used to do streams back in the day where I would come home with dinner, and I'd be on camera at the time. And so it'd just be me eating dinner and encouraging you to eat dinner too. I want you to know in my stream right now,
At that location.
right-leaning frog has taken on a life of its own.
Oh, no.
And there have been a lot of cases of now right-leaning frog interacting with regular frog.
How many frogs do I gotta know about?
Steve just posted one of both frogs nose to nose. It's very scandalous.
My.
I love that right-leaning frog is a thing now.
We have significant ground to cover.
Oh, my frames, my poor frames. Yeah, no problem. I said we can just hop into Apex. Never streamed it before on this program. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I thought you had streamed it by now, or tried it, or were earlier.
Listen,
And consider.
no one ever got anywhere in life by just being safe.
That's true. Huh? They got radar, but how? There's no radar here. Oh wait, there is. We just don't have a recon, so I can't see it.
Taking fire.
I hear enemies.
So I knocked one. That explains a lot.
Enemy down.
I'm headed your way.
Enemy killed. Recharging
Well, they're killed, so
Never mind, I'm not heading your way. I'll go the other way.
They have a teammate left. I just don't know where.
We're all outside the
Didn't you
ring.
say they're
You want a
killed?
future to read? Get moving.
Just the
I
one?
hear the toes nearby.
Their toes.
Yeah, I only killed one. There's still a teammate.
There are 4 boxes in here, and I kind of want to open them, so... Hate to ditch. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Got that good.
Shields are depleted. Recharging.
Attention. Delivering care package.
Should just have a stream, 1 stream a week that's just family dinner.
That'd be nice. Ah,
Dropship.
that's not
It offers an
this
easy
team.
kill.
What is that? Anything I care about down there?
Possibly. What if they just left?
Not a wingman.
Wait, who's that?
I just heard
They went up. They're here.
I'm under fire. I shattered an enemy's shield. Reloading. The entire squad.
I'm just saying. Congratulations on your fight. In the time it takes me to run around the side of the building. Fight over.
Incredible.
Oh, yep. It's starting. It's starting.
Oh?
Check your chat.
Oh no.
Do you see?
Not the incorrect frogs.
Cursed frogs. It's taking off. It's
The
a thing. It's
biblically
gonna be a
inaccurate
thing.
frog.
And now they're communicating. Yes!
I can't do it. You know how like all those artists talk about flipping your art and then it makes it look weird?
Yeah.
That's me with the frog. I can't look at it.
So I think what we need to do is we need to create a new emoji where it's right-leaning frog, but has like a snide, evil-looking mustache and like a top hat.
The imposter.
The imposter frog.
Should probably heal one
Recharging
day.
shields.
Your froggy taps have been very popular in my stream as well.
I am glad everyone loves that one.
I'm definitely making taps at some point.
It's like I should finish up all those new emote commissions that I've been saying that I would do in front of my artists for the past like 3 months, and they're just sitting there looking at me being like, when was it coming, Toaster? And I'm like, ha, 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 ha.
Are they waiting for you to tell them what you want or waiting for you to pay them?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, not to tell them,
Oh.
like, this is gonna be the list.
I worry that for me, it would just be thinking of everything I've ever seen before that I like.
Yeah, I mean,
And
pretty
just
much how most people
doing
do
like
it.
me, you know, make it with me too. I want one like this, but I want it to be me.
Oh, I think I just learned something about Ash. I think. This should work then.
Pinpointed our marks.
Oh, they're rezzing.
You would be wise to follow. Pinpointed the target.
Don't let them escape. Captured some attackers pinpointed.
They're coming up the zip, I think.
You would be wise to follow.
What did you learn?
Champion fell. They did not deserve the title.
Oh, yeah, here they are.
Coming.
Shooting.
All right.
Enemy shield cracked. Reload. Cut
They have
down an
friends?
enemy. Reloading.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Caught with no way.
Oh, charge rifle? Or is that...
I shattered an enemy's shield. We routed that squad.
The squad falls.
Focus.
You know, I appreciate
Do not
just
let
being
them
here
best
for
you
it.
again.
Is a full purple if you need.
Oh yeah. No, no.
Recharging shields.
Hold on. I'm healing.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
So I think
The next ring's
if I
going
saw the
off.
icon correctly, when I look at a death box, it'll show an icon that'll tell me if there's already everyone dead or not, without even having to press the button. I'll have to see it again.
I think I remember reading something about that. That you get like death box tracking.
Yeah. You can see death boxes on the map, but if you actually like go to them, you can get more information on the people who killed them.
Mm-hmm. We're starting to get pale frogs. What does it mean?
Not pale frogs.
That chest is
What does
open.
it all mean?
That was a delay on that oozing.
The oozing.
The ooze lag.
I hear shooting actually. Probably over in that crafting region.
You would be wise to follow.
Probably. Only there were some death boxes around here that I could hack. Aha.
Far off.
They do exist.
And there they go.
At least that means we could take that spot, because we kind of have to go through there anyway.
We're close to the ring. We have 1 minute.
I might portal to them if I see something juicy.
Okay.
I think they're just like on the ground in front of us here. Yep.
Target spotted far off.
Thank you, thank you.
The ring's close. 45 seconds. That's a
Oh, they're
stroll.
going even farther. They are not here at all. Closer.
Oh boy.
30
See, there's a
seconds before the ring
skull, so there's
closes.
no attackers.
Use it well. Enemy far off.
I should take that shield battery.
Shooting. Enemy shield cracked. Cutting a
Oh,
figure there.
I might be doing a bad.
Oh, I'm gonna come.
Reloading. Airstrike. 10 seconds until enemy shield cracked. These ties. I'm under fire.
Getting shot.
I shot
Oh
an
my
enemy
God.
shield. Enemy down.
I don't know, into this building. They're gonna probably try to res.
By the earth.
Oh,
Okay.
you're just right on in there, aren't you? Where's the door?
I shattered an enemy's shield.
Got it.
Reload. That was all that remained.
The fight over? Okay.
The fight is now over.
It's alright, it's okay, it's okay, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine.
Cover me. Care package incoming.
State of game. I'm here. I've got it. Where's the enemy? Huh? Oh. Shit.
Going great. Oops.
Is that your shield?
I don't have a shield.
Where? You're below me.
I guess we go this
You
way.
would be wise to follow.
Death box there. So there's a team on that angle, so we probably don't want to go there.
Putting my eyes here.
It's still. It don't stop coming and it don't stop coming.
Round 3. Beginning ring countdown.
Enemy in the
Movement, but they're far. We could get a care pack here and then go somewhere safe.
Delivering
I feel that, Phoenix, this is a great community.
Agreed.
I'd amend that, Weasel, to say, I'm helping, I swear, I promise energy.
Golden armor.
Golden shield for golden boys. Yoink.
Nice. Let's see. You may have to end up all the way on that building.
You would be wise
There
to
was a
follow.
team that approached from the south of this zone that won a fight earlier. And another team's just going to come from here. So
You
it would be
wise
pretty
to
far.
follow.
So there should be only one team holding this spot, but they probably went even further by now. I'll just walk. Huh? Is that charge rifling I hear? I don't think so.
The sound of my people. It's our mating call, you know.
Just shoot charge rifles into the sky.
Chow. And then the other one's like, ooh. Chow.
I should try that. Just like shoot charge rifle laser into the sky and see if someone responds on the other side of the map.
I found that there's not a lot of role playing that happens in Apex Legends.
What a shame. Oh, that would have been a sick route.
Oh, right. There's no wall running.
Not yet.
Taking fire.
Well,
Wow. Looks
found
like
one.
Three new drew us in. Well then, we have a care package on the way.
Definitely almost died. So there is a team on that building. Great. I might just want to hold up in here then.
Getting shot. Opening fire.
Oh? Or craving? Or is someone craving?
Is that what's hitting so hard?
Hold on.
Probably, yeah.
I'm healing.
Yeah, you got hit for, I think, 140. I'm gonna hope that there's no one here so I can grab this care
They're focusing on me.
package.
Oh, they are definitely still there. Alright.
Recharging
They're a
shield.
better shot than I am, so...
Connected.
I need restoration. Healing.
We aren't all in the ring. Do not allow that to compromise us.
RE45 here. I'll take it.
I didn't know if I was hearing steps or if I was hearing gunfire.
These last teams are playing to win, it seems.
Is this something we've already looted, or is this incoming? No, we already
I
looted
just took it.
this. Okay. Are you... There you are.
I should probably, like, heal.
Healing.
Too much octane. We are in this building. We could play on top floor and fortify it until the team with the Kraber gets jumped, and then we just portal on them. Or we could walk it in. Oh, they might be getting walked on right now, actually. Wait, where did this team come from? They're going like towards us, or not.
Is that 280, 140? And I have to reload the moment I go to pull the trigger. Awesome.
Oh, huge. My favorite.
They're focusing on me.
That thing hit so hard.
Oh yeah, they got a 30-30. Oh, that's a charge sentinel though. What the heck?
Getting shot.
Yeah.
My shield's
Yeah.
gonna get more power.
There's some more
Wow.
cells.
Looks like the next ring drew us in.
Oh, what the.
Hold on. I'm healing.
Are they right here? That's them that opened
Oh,
the door,
they're-
isn't it?
Oh no, they're using the 30-30 to, yeah, just do that. The 30-30 has a strong bullet impact, so if you shoot the handle of a door, it'll open the door, which is really neat. But
That's
what
really
they were
cool,
doing.
actually.
yeah, they must have been watching my stream yesterday when I showed people that.
It does not.
That is a lesser known Apex facts.
It does not weird me out to hear my voice in the game, weirdly enough. It does completely freak me out to hear everyone else's voices. Now that I've become friends with the other legends, hearing them, excuse me, hearing them completely short circuits me.
I'm under fire.
I can't do anything to them. They're too good. There was a scout right there I actually could have taken.
I need restoration. Healing.
Oh, I didn't mean to cancel that. Problem is, you see where the ring is.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm healing.
I think we'll approach from here. We could also just stay over here and be in ring, figure it out. Because there's another squad that is... Oh, they're getting shot. Oh, this is the squad that's getting shot. I kind of want them to live, though. Is the other squad getting closer to them? We could take their spot. Kinda. Yeah, we play up here.
Well, they got a catalyst, that's for sure.
Bound by my hand. Arc star out.
I'm needing them out.
One form from I.
Delivering thermite. Enemy shield cracked. Reload.
Oh my god, this one is so low.
They tried to flank, but I think you all rotated.
Reloading. I shattered an enemy's shield.
Good. We're
Finding them. I have caught them.
Yeah, that's the last one right there.
Taking fire.
Nice.
We are
Nicely done.
gaming 2 in a row. Let's go.
That's incredible. And you know what? I think that actually just got me a badge.
It should. We are simply
You are the
better.
Apex champions.
That deserves a bite of dinner.
Yeah.
A well-earned bite of dinner. And oversized sweatshirt is coming off.
Let's go.
Give me just a moment, all right?
Yeah, no problem.
I'll be right back. Every game we win, the frog gets a little bigger on my screen.
Oh my god, that used to be my old stream gimmick.
Was it?
Yeah, in the Overwatch days, when like winning a game was a normal every other 20-minute occurrence.
The frog grows just a tiny bit. All right. How's fruit doing? It's getting hot in here with all this gaming. Here, you want to hear the best sound in the world? Oh, it was so soft.
What is
It
it?
was so
Oh.
soft. It was the sound of my soda.
Let's
I wanted
see,
to give you
surely-
that crisp of the drink, but I guess my drink's a little flat.
Surely Fruit has woken up. Her status now says playing No Man's Sky, but I think that's just because she never closes the game. I think she likes No Man's Sky. Surely she is awake.
Is that part of the lore? Does fruit live in space?
Probably.
Space frog.
Nomansky.
Oh, the two of you are such a good fit.
Yeah,
Just some gaming froggies.
that's what I'm saying.
Do you tend to play Paragon or Renegade?
Oh, this is a Mass Effect reference.
and or games like them.
I guess it would depend on the game. I'm pretty sure when I played Mass Effect, which I only played Mass Effect 1, I was Paragony. Paragony. But I don't know, because what if... Well, if being Paragon isn't a good idea? I'll just do what I think is a good idea in games. Like that.
One of my big issues with a lot of those games is that they always ended up kind of only rewarding you if you stuck really hard to one side or the other.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So if you just followed your instinct, you're like, well, I'm helping this person, but I'm punching this person in the face.
Yeah.
By the end of the game, it's like, well, you're not really that decisive. It's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I've been all the decisive.
Yeah, that's more decisive than just doing the one thing every time because you feel like it. That means you're making decisions intentionally.
And in Mass Effect, you'd have the, like, easy unlocks to better conversation options once you were, like, far
Yeah.
enough to one side or the other. So, like, there'd be a massive crisis. You run down to, like, the mess hall, and two people are at each other's throats over some big disagreement. And if you have enough Paragon or Renegade, you'd just be like, guys. And they're like, oh. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for punching you. Would you like to make out?
Oh.
You just have, you have the
What version of
golden
Mass
voice.
Effect did you play?
Yeah, Ashley was a nightmare.
Yeah, I want that version.
That version.
The Mass Effect mod where every conflict just ends with making out. I do not know where fruit is.
They always want it to be your decision. They're like, what's going on here? And they're like, Shepard, I'm angry because I'm so horny. And then the other person's like, I'm angry because I'm so horny. Shepard, what do we do? What do we do, Shepard? Tell us what to do.
This sounds like a great game. Yeah, leak the mod.
It's time for, we've had such a sleepy stream all day. Now it's time for Melly After Hours.
Let's go. Oh yeah, save this clip and when you voice the Mass Effect game, show it to BioWare. Wow.
Fruit.
Where is fruit. I miss Garrus. I'll
To-
say it.
To whom it may concern, why I would like to audition for your game. That man has the best voice.
Yeah.
And once in a while, he would pop up somewhere else, like in a Fallout game, and it'd just be like, baby, you're back. You don't have stone skin and sort of a beak mouth, but you're back, baby, you're back.
Beak mouth.
How do you describe Turians? They're almost like stone birds.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes, Legion that Tsundere. Legion told me that love wasn't part of their prime directive, but I know they were just playing hard to get. I don't know, is that a lizard? Are Turians lizards to you? Is that lizard love?
Aren't Krogans more lizardy?
What about Grell? Grell? Is that what they're called? Is that what
Whoomst?
what Thane was? Was Thane a Grell? What was Thane's species?
I don't know anyone past Mass Effect 1.
Krell. Krell with a K.
One day, I'll go through that series of games. My variety streamer arc.
Drell? Was it Drell? Thane was like a moody anime boy. He had a disease and he was sick, but he was just a moody anime boy.
Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
They wanted you to think his moodiness was because of the his illness, but it's just because he was a moody anime boy.
Introducing your champion.
Broke my heart in the third game, though.
Try as you might, you can't kill a what, son?
The third installment wherein they kill all of your faves.
Wow, awesome!
Ah.
I fall only when the god.
As is tradition.
It would be fun to play something like that for them someday if I ever were to book a role in that game. There's an old, not that old, like a few years old, but there's an interview with Erika Ishii, who voices Valkyrie. And at the time, it was an Apex themed, it was Chris Ederle's stream, so it was an Apex themed stream. And at the time, Erica's like, I play the game, I'm not affiliated with it at all, I'd like to be I would like to be for hell, but like, nah, I'm just a gamer who's very passionate about Apex.
Did they buy it? What the heck is here?
We have a friend. There's a Pathfinder. It's a very mean Pathfinder.
Enemy down.
Well, the good news is I killed one without even taking a bullet.
Don't shoot me. Bye, friend.
So the good news, these guys are dead. Bad news, Hughes is dead.
I am also dead.
Oh, this ain't good. Oh, this ain't good at all.
Oh, I can't pronounce French.
Yeah, me neither.
Is that like Bouillère, Pauvre, Fou or something? Fou?
It's a Gandalf quote. Gandalf was French.
Gandalf was a Frenchman.
Wow.
He was a French wizard. In French,
knew
it
this.
is wizard.
Who is that?
Wizard. It was really close. Yes. You just got to get all those. It's the best
If only
part.
I could do that. I'm Mexican and I can't roll my R's. I'm a disgrace.
Well, the French roll is like a back of the throat, like soft palate, which is different from a tongue trail. Wait a minute. I'm trying to think of words that have two R's now. Chevre? Does that count, or is that only one R?
I have no idea.
Do you speak Spanish?
No.
Neither do I. I think chevre means cool, though. I think I remember learning that in school.
Roll your
I had to
R's.
say cool in school.
Focus. Fight.
Oh yeah.
Win.
It does mean cool, and it's one R apparently.
It's one R.
Colloidal.
So it would just be chevre. Do you still tap the R when there's one, though? Is it chevre or is it chevre? Chevre.
This is your champion.
I feel like you tap it just a little bit. Chevre.
How do you even do that? What is that?
It's like, it's kind of like the duh of a D. Duh, da, 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 chevre, duh.
Huh? Why do R's do so many things in all these languages?
How do you do with Japanese names?
I had no idea.
Because you get a lot of tapped R's in that as well. You get like Akihiro.
Yeah, what the heck is that? Is the mouth doing in that R sound?
Rolling your R's clip. That is gonna be gold. I'm checking that out later. I remember that drowning sound we just got. Also, I found out that some Thai soups, we tend to say like Tom Yum Kum and like Tom Kagai, but it's actually Dom, like Tom Kagai, Dom Kagai.
Bold move. And fatal.
Also, guns.
The enemy's on me. I'm under fire. I'm getting shot.
Cut out. Found by my hand.
Give me whatever you were shooting.
Less enemy.
Grenade.
There are 0 bullets in this.
Reloading. I shattered an enemy's shield. Taking fire.
Well,
Are there bullets in this?
we have a new kill leader.
That was
Yeah.
squad.
Fine. We're fine. We're fine.
Minute to
It's
spare.
fine.
Healing.
Now pronounce Vietnamese. I don't know any words in Vietnamese. Sorry.
Oh, and I realize we're using the same ammo types. Let me drop.
45 seconds.
Oh, I'm just grabbing whatever.
Heavy ammo here.
Okay. There's a 2 times.
Optics here. Close range.
We have 30 seconds.
I've been to
Clear, that was the
Vietnam.
only team that landed on the. Oh, have ya?
Yep, I've been to Vietnam, and this is completely unrelated to anything I just said, but for the longest time, I thought, I guess KDA, is KDA supposed to be,
Shield cell here.
10 seconds until the ring closes. 1 foot in front of the
is
other.
KDA entirely Korean, or is it Korean and Japanese, or is it all Japanese?
Good question.
Because
Any TDA
Akali-
Lord knows?
The original in the first music video of their like pop stars track.
Yeah.
Akali looked Vietnamese to me.
Looks like half the squad.
And then they redesigned her and like lightened her skin by like 8 skin tones, which was really weird and awkward.
They did that?
Yes, they totally did that.
Oh my god.
If you go looking at like the original like hip hop release of you know the original music video of that, and then you look at later Akali, they it's a completely different woman. Are they all Korean? And I might only think that because my friend Helen is like it was a dead ringer for the original Akali design. I just keep I'm always thinking in terms of Japanese, so my brain wants to go Akali, but I think it's Akali, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
But yeah, just because my friend Helen was a dead ringer for Akali, I just like my brain decided that Akali was Vietnamese.
Wow. Oh, here they are. It's a gimme.
Enemy shield cracked.
The enemy's gone.
Sending an arc star. I'm under fire.
Oh no.
Let's put you in
Hope they
a
don't
bind.
drop immediately on me here.
Shield.
Okay, good they didn't.
Can I just break that? Yes, I can.
You can, yeah.
Oh, but they're gonna kill me before I get to cover.
Getting shot. My shields need a bit more power.
Yeah, it's a problem when you spend most of your life steeped in anime.
I'm going away.
Goodbye. Don't shoot me! My housemate used to live in an area of LA called, let me get it right, Azusa.
Ouch.
And whenever I would visit, I called it Azusa. And she would make fun of me.
Wingman here.
Because it looks like a Japanese name to me. She'd be like, you know it's not Azusa, right, Melly? And I'm like, oh, how is it not Azusa? Dirt is Azusa.
Can't believe they're playing Gimme in public.
Incidentally, you all know who Toaster is, but if you're in my chat and you don't know who Toaster is, I'm playing with Toaster, but I don't have a fancy bot to do it. I have to save it myself.
Who's that?
EvilToaster giveaway. Are you giving away $45 if you subscribe to your channel?
Almost.
Wait, really?
Well, it's a giveaway within the realm of multiple thousands of dollars, actually. Sponsored by Capital One, who is doing an actual giveaway of actual stuff, or the cash equivalents of said stuff, if you install their shopping app, if you are living in the US. But you can also just sign up for the giveaway, regardless if you're in the US. It is an international giveaway, but yeah. Teehee.
This is your champion.
It'd be very awkward for me to now share that I might be dropping Capital One soon.
Well, you don't need their services of like banking to use the app. I don't have a Capital One card. I don't
Hello,
have
Wild
a
Plans.
Capital One account. Hi, Wild Plans.
So, there's like a quarter shortage, apparently.
Of quarters, like the coin.
Seemingly. And all the banks are prioritizing their own customers. And there are absolutely no Capital One branches in the state of California.
Wow.
There are a couple of these cafes where you can use an ATM, but there's no actual places. And it's like, I can't get quarters. My machine, we have a machine downstairs for laundry that takes quarters. We're living in the past here.
Oh my God.
First blood has been
So I called them up and I said, like, you know, hey, you deducted $30 from my bank account and sent me a checkbook. Can you deduct $10 or $20 and send me a few rolls of quarters? And they said that they're not set up to do that.
Oh my God.
Which is such a remote, like, it's such a silly thing to potentially lose a bank over. His quarters.
Reloading. Caught like a rat in a trap. Shields are depleted.
That's what we need to do. Is we need to set up one of those. We need to set up a program where everyone shows up and we can check their shoes for quarters.
Closes.
How's it going out there?
Reloading.
Oh my god, I hate life.
45
The guy in here
seconds
dropped.
put you in a bind.
Okay, you need to tell me about that trap. What is that?
Well done. We crushed the
The track?
champion.
Reloading.
That dome.
Shields are depleted. Recharging.
The dome? You mean the ability? The little
You had like a little
that
electric
thing?
thing.
Oh yeah.
Healing.
That's Ash's ability. It's a little snare trap, so if they walk in it, then they can't move out of it for a few seconds. So when they walked in to shoot me, they were not able to escape.
Is your teleport your ultimate?
Yes.
Gathering materials. None of us are in the ring.
There's an empty blue.
There and
Level
fast.
2.
I don't even have.
Dibs.
Wingman.
Sorry, I'm gonna read this real quick. Hey Millie, I was
for
on
it.
Chris Edgerly's stream when he interviewed her. I thought I followed then, but I'm here now. Well, welcome. I'm glad you made it.
Yo.
Sorry to hear about the quarters. You know, I too am sorry to hear about my own quarters.
If quarters become more scarce, well, they'll be worth more than 25 cents.
Care package incoming.
I am pretty sure. I feel like I heard once that pennies are worth like even less than a penny. Like a lot of coins are worth less than they actually are.
Oh, certainly.
Charge rifle. You'll get
So we
caught up
start
in the-
hoarding the quarters.
Azilato. Thank you for joining me.
You have syringes. The ring well burnt. You
I
seem to
have
know.
very little. But I have plenty of fun.
Good.
Then they wouldn't be $0.25. No, it's a Cora. Yep.
Yep.
It's a
You'd be right.
quarter. See, this is why we need to just name things like pence. Wait a minute, that probably means something too, actually.
Pence? Isn't that like another people money?
Another
where?
people money.
Ow, no, I just call them curvy dollars.
It's another people money. No, another people money.
Evo shield here. Syringe
I wish pennies didn't exist at this point. I feel
Yeah.
like I wish most coins didn't exist.
The inconvenience of having to carry a penny is absolutely worth less than a
There's a
penny.
new kill leader out there.
Or worth more.
Hold on.
Well,
I'm healing.
or, yeah. But, you know.
I wouldn't go as far as to get rid of cash, but I totally would get rid of coins.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that still primarily use cash. I've been like all credit card all the time. At
Yeah.
a certain point, I got a credit card and I just like made it the only thing I ever use for everything, and I pay it all off at the end of every month.
Yep.
Extended light magazine
Seen.
here. Level 2.
I called that operation getting my credit back up after college.
Oh, yeah.
Worked too. Credit was in a really great place by the time I needed to get an apartment.
Huge.
But I remember I got burnt so bad because of a loan that was just like so shoddy to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember being in a Macy's and they tried to pitch me on a Macy's card and I didn't care, but I was like trying to be polite. And they're like, just sign up for it. You know, you can build credit with it. It's so easy. Come on, it's a Macy's
Oh
card.
no.
And I'm like, I don't know. My credit's not great right now. I probably shouldn't even bother. And they're like, it's a Macy's card. Everyone gets a Macy's card. Guess who didn't get a Macy's card that day? I was declined for the
Not
Macy's
you?
card.
Oh. Can't believe they would do this to you. A Macy's card.
A lot of really, really, really predatory loans with stuff like that. And I went to a very good college, so they hit us extra hard.
Oh yeah.
I have a really
I know
nice voice.
Joel
Thank you.
always talks about that. Colleges
yeah.
scare me. Good thing I didn't go to one.
We were just wildly in debt. Still are, like, wildly in debt. For better or worse, I mean, it all may come to me anyway, but for better or worse, we sort of took it on as a family. And, like, I took out some things in my name, and my dad took out some stuff in his name, and I think he's honestly been hit harder than me. But it's still ultimately, like, we're still all responsible for it.
Uh-huh. Sure hope that's legal.
Me too. Have a wonderful night, Rain. In Canada, you got rid of pennies. They cost more than a penny to make. Yeah, that's what I feel like I've heard that before.
Yeah, that's probably true with
Beginning ring countdown.
our pennies.
I
Maybe we don't make them anymore, but oops. There's people.
Enemy far.
Replicator.
Don't let them slip away.
Enemy in the distance. I'm under fire. Thermite out. Thermite out.
I'll give them a piercing or two.
These bonds aren't easily broken. Taking fire.
Who the heck are you?
Shield cracked.
Oh, let's just miss all of the shots. I missed them all.
New kill leader.
Man, that Wraith, is very fortunate. I'm Phoenix getting back here, so you can walk back.
Recharging shield.
This will bind them.
Down.
I'm playing very aggro, probably more so than I should be.
I shattered an enemy's shield. Reloading.
Oh my god, they're so fortunate.
I let those 2 wins get me cocky. Now I'm...
She was a bullet and had red armor.
I played like I had red armor. Have you ever... Actually, don't know that this is an offer. Have you ever played or streamed with Hembino?
Yes.
They're spying on me, apexing.
Really? His name haven't heard in a while.
I streamed with Hembino, and I streamed
Yeah.
with Wraith, and a bunch of
I remember Wraith Crew. I've just been meaning to play with Wraith. I know she's looking for ranked grinders.
Looking to grind. Everyone start a GoFundMe except we just collect quarters and drop them off at a P.O. box. That would be amazing! Any word from Fruit?
Still hasn't responded. Did she fall back asleep?
I feel like the answer is yes.
Believe this.
What time is it for Fruit right now?
Something in the morning, like
Okay.
8 or 9 a.m. I think, somewhere in that range. I think. What time is it in Britland? Any nowheres about 9 a.m.? Okay, that's what I thought.
It's 7:40 in Britland.
Can't believe it. Rise and shine, fruit.
Sorry, is that a dancing OBS?
Oh yeah, that's the emote people use whenever I drop frames. I used to have lots of internet issues and yelled at many people who worked for my internet service provider. Good times.
But you all stuck strong as a you know stood together as a community.
Yeah, that is true.
I properly switched from Streamlabs to OBS today, and I started up my stream.
Let's go.
And I had just about gotten through like, "Hey everyone, let's," excuse me, and found out that like no one could hear me, or it was only coming out of one channel or something.
Now you're a real streamer. That is a rite of passage to stream for a long period of time, but you did. One day.
I had an image just sitting up on my stream that meant nothing, and no one told me because everybody thought that it was there deliberately for some reason. it was just chilling because I'd forgotten to hide it.
Wow.
I love my voice is dying apparently. I love the assuming positive intent of we didn't know what it was. We thought it might have meant something.
You're starting like a new
Nope.
ARG.
It's just scuffed. Everything is scuffed.
They see your scuff stream, just like, what does it all mean?
I've come up with a chart that tracks where the image was in its relationship to the left and right side of the screen. And I did a reverse rotation skipping too, and I think it's a message.
Listen, you don't know what she's capable of. I will show you.
No one can tell you what your future will be. Only what your future can be.
I'll tell you, Ash's recording sessions must have been so much fun.
Oh, true.
This is your champion.
People are waiting for me. Can we get this going?
I have that emote unlocked. People are waiting for me. Can we get this going?
You have everything unlocked with your 40,000 crafting mats.
Listen, the internet told me to hang on to a whole bunch of them, just in case.
They can get you free stuff on occasion. There actually should be a collection event coming up in like a week and a half or 2 weeks, something like that.
Again? Again.
And I think I was reading that you can do quite well during collection events if you keep a surplus.
Yes.
Although I don't remember if that was just to make sure you get it all in time, or if that means that like if you get to the end you'll get something special, or
Attention. First blood.
First blood.
It does mean during collection events, there's like just cosmetics that are just limited time releases.
Exercise.
And normally they sell for like, you know, a good price of like the Apex dollars, Apex bucks, but you can also craft them with material, and it's the only free to play way to unlock them. And it's limited time, so that's why people say like to save it for those events.
We have
Is
So
it
you
one.
get the
like
exclusive
a
stuff.
rotation in the crafting terminal?
Oh no, it's cosmetics. It's in the store.
Oh, so you can get them with crafting materials. Yeah, right. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
The ring's still far, and we have
Yeah, the
45
shop
seconds to
crafting,
change
not
them.
the in-game crafting.
I'm a pilot. Whatever comes, I'll deal with it.
What the hell was... Oh, it's this place.
Oh yeah. That was just me hitting the button, hoping I get
Can you keep hitting the
a
button?
bang. Yeah, you
just
could
loot
hit the
this thing
button, I
forever?
think, once every minute.
Really?
There's people here.
I've got
I
a few
think.
bullets.
Come on, the ring's closing in 10 seconds.
I have just a few bullets to spare.
Were there people here? Maybe there weren't. There's more bullets. Oh,
The ring is coming.
Baby!
Reposition now.
It's gonna be wasted on
death
me.
boxes there. That's where the people are doing the dying. Kind of want to hit the button again, though.
I'm a pilot. Extended light magazine here. Level 3.
Well then, we have a new kill leader.
There's a bag you could use and a skull piercer.
So given the right match, we could just sit here activating this every single minute as the ring closes in on
Yep.
us.
In a ranked game, that would be the strat. That'd be the dream, to win this POI and just loot it forever. Because you just get all the best attachments all the time. Until the ring forces you out. There's still people dying at solar.
Froggy took all the nice things. No, Froggy gave me a backpack.
Yeah. You even got the purple armor.
I did steal the purple armor.
Death box there.
They just finished that fight.
I think the trailer for this zone was the one... was the Horizon one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite trailers, I think. There's also a shot when they're in the car of Mirage kind of hanging off the side of the car that is probably looked very motion cap, but like in a good way. It felt very natural. Yes, Azulato, I am a voice actor. I am the voice actor playing the character I'm playing at the moment.
Wow.
It's weird. Here, listen.
Oh, that wasn't a hex. You're just not very good.
Oh, that wasn't a hex. You're just not very good.
Uncanny.
I'm just gonna keep blocking your line of sight with my 2 light weapons.
Enemy at that location.
Visual.
I'm so useless from up here right now.
Oh yeah, what weapons do you have?
I've got an R99 and an R301
That is good enough.
and 180 bullets.
Do you need a 2x optic?
I got a 1 to 2 on my R99. I should probably switch them.
Okay. Yeah, to the R3.
Yeah.
They are out there, and I want to be mean.
Let's go in.
I already stayed here long enough that the sunk cost fallacy will lead me to camp this guy.
The wall's moving in, so they have to come towards us at some point, right?
Yeah. Surely.
Well, thank you. You're really amazing.
Wow. Aha.
Enemy far. Don't let them slip away.
Where are you? Oh, I see. I see.
Enemy shield. Enemy shield cracked.
I shot the one that's already down. Not helping at all.
Reloading. Target here. Shooting.
Hey,
The entire squad.
I missed
you
all
are
the bullets.
definitely very cool. Very smart, intelligent players.
Are you doing okay over there?
Yeah.
A Phoenix kit.
Oh, man. I'm gonna waltz right into trouble. What's in here? You have a friend who is an actor and a voiceover artist. I've got a lot of those.
I need restoration. Healing. They're focusing on me.
Imagine having a lot of friends. Oh, who's focusing on you?
They.
Uh-oh. All right. Well,
I think I'm getting hit from both sides, yes.
work withable, doable.
You're gonna be fine.
I'm
Don't
pretty
panic,
sure
and I'll
they're
walk you
already
through this.
looking at me.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. Ugh, that sucks. This pandemic has been a nightmare. We lost a very, very beloved voice actor to the community. Yep.
Oh my god, really? I think I might have died. Why are they still like here? Well, I like how they just did to me what I did to the last team, which, you know, that's fair. I deserve it.
Yeah, Azzy, I'm sorry. We lost a very beloved voice actor to the community. Brad Venable was a mentor to a lot of people, and passed away due to COVID.
Who else is
lot
awake
of
at
people
these
lost due to
ungodly
COVID.
hours?
Who shall be our third?
I know Lexi just woke up.
Ooh. Whoa. Twitter, quiet. Calm down. People have been linking me the Nagatoro Season 2 trailer. I wrote Season 1 in English. I swear if they take me off that show, I will cry. Yeah, we gotta get Lexi in here. Let's get Lexi in here. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
Do I listen to Against Me / Laura Jane Grace, or have you read a book? I have not. Although I'm gonna look that up right now as we speak.
To have more people online right now. It is kind of like 2 a.m., so I don't blame anyone. But it's Saturday, well, Friday night on a holiday weekend, and they're not up playing infinite video games.
Okay. This is a punk rock band. I bet my housemate Kaylee would be into this. Kaylee is if any of you know Kaylee McKee, the another
I would get
trans
Amma,
voice
but
actor.
I'm pretty sure she is practicing
She
for the
is
tournament that's like
a
about
hard
to
punk
start.
rocker and is totally into this stuff. And a trans musician. That's awesome. English musician, trans musician. Super cool. Yeah. Kimmy, I think, was saying that the two of them we're doing some sort of tournament together?
Yes. I believe that is within a few hours.
Whoa. They're gonna buy convertibles with their tournament winnings. Just each gonna buy a convertible.
I wish.
I would say I could start poking people, but I don't have a whole lot of people to poke to get into games.
Having the poke list sure is nice. One day I'll get my collab Discord server working. I'm working on it behind the scenes.
Oh yeah?
No one's in it yet, but eventually it'll be much easier for me to find all of my gamers.
I heard you had a super cool Discord.
My Discord for like the community is very neat. Slightly unorganized. Gonna work on that soon, but it is neat.
I have my own private Discord, but I've not set up anything public yet. I've had some people ask to set it up, but I've not done it. Do you spend a lot of time interacting in your Discord?
I used to a lot more, but now I'm way too busy. I still look at it though, and I'll like, if there's something I could reply to or someone adds me, then I'll like say stuff. Most of the times I have to like just read it.
Something is whispering in your ear, distracting you. Silence it.
No one can tell you what your future will be. Only
Hey, you know what's crazy?
What?
It is my Twitter anniversary.
Yo.
Your champion.
Look for me.
I made a
should
Twitter
all
account
know.
way before I was actively using one. So
Yeah, me too.
I have a 13-year Twitter anniversary.
Oh my god. Yeah, the 29th is my Twitch partnership anniversary for 5 years, which
You're
is
a
neat.
partner. You're in the big time.
Yeah,
Did they let you use like the VIP room?
I wish.
Mercy.
How does partner differ from affiliate?
In lots of small ways that adds up to like maybe one decent way.
Ooh, we got someone over there.
First blood. Let us. Helmet here. Level 3.
I'm expecting like some real, like they give you access to
Beginning ring countdown.
more refined algorithmic logarithms.
I wish. They don't give you anything.
Oh, enemy shield cracked. Reloading.
Oops. Are they in there? They are.
Target here.
1 minute.
I hope that's you. Who the? Oh, okay. Huh. Who's looking at our stuff?
Taking fire.
I think we've got multiple teams around us right now.
Oh yeah, we do for sure. They're last on there. They're under us.
Shields are depleted.
They're throwing a ton of nades.
Taking fire.
Reloading. We routed that squad. Hardly a challenge.
Squad's down.
We have 30 seconds. Focus.
That's that was a solo.
Again.
There's a Phoenix skin on the ground there.
Phoenix kit here.
Recharging shield.
Oh my god, they went so far.
Come on. Hold on.
Phoenix kits take so long.
Kill leader. Surely you can take the title from them.
I'm going to play here.
Location. Will death box there. Shoot it. I shattered an enemy's. I'm under fire.
Okay, they're dead. Teehee.
Cool. Was that the
We
champion?
put that champion in the ground.
Yes, we did.
Apparently. I guess we're cool. There's a gold Eva 8 if you're interested.
Eva 8. Do people use that?
Not me. Not often.
Let me see how it
Care
shoots.
package incoming.
With the double tap, it shoots twice, but you could use the fire mode button to change it back to single fire. Gives it high burst damage, but the DPS is basically the same, so...
I think I'm gonna
Not
stick
many
with
people
my
actually use it.
301.
Oh, you... Wait, what's your other weapon?
A charge rifle.
Ah, yeah, 301 would be better.
I don't have a ton of ammo for anything, though. I've got like 10 bullets on my 301. Really great ammo count for a light weapon.
Looking for a light weapon, are you?
Just the ammo.
Be careful. There's a new
We
kill
do
leader.
need a Loba on our team. If only we had a third who was a Loba main.
Hey,
Hello, Purple Shield. Gimme.
one day Monarch will be done after she wins this tournament. More light ammo.
Ammo here.
Well, looks like half the squads have vanished.
My stream gets to watch me like chaotically miss doors and stuff. And just have extremely poor motor skills in this game.
This game does take motor skills.
Pixie Rose. Good to see you. Says, where is Princess at? She's a Loba main.
Optics here.
Do we know a princess?
Mid-range.
Oops. Oh, wait. I think, like, that... Like, the streamer?
Probably.
I think, question mark.
I'm a guest
Care
here.
package has touched down over there.
On my own stream now. Help. What have they done? They've awakened something inside of me. Golden backpack. Dun, 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 dun.
Backpack here.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh,
dun.
that
I don't even
new
have
kill
bats, and I just took it.
CC is literally in your chat.
CC. Hello in my chat.
One of your
You
third,
see,
CC.
I think CC might be in bed already, or
You-
possibly have been for the past however long. I
Cracked. Cut down an enemy.
cracked one. I don't have shield bits.
Shield.
Okay. Well, at least I knocked one.
pierced by the earth.
Shields are depleted. Recharging. Tear through.
I'm going to see what they're doing. I see. Okay. They might have gotten left behind by their friend.
I hear feet.
Oh, behind.
Dropped me.
Yep.
Wait.
It's a different team.
Sure is.
Oh, wait. There's another person here. They were hiding right around the corner. They were
Ah, that
hiding
explains a
around
lot.
the corner. I'm like, who is that person? Fully functional, just ducking. Incredible.
Oh my god, they might even clutch it too.
That sneaky horizon.
They're actually about to die.
Listen, Cece, I won't judge you if you want to play Apex from your bed. In your pajamas. I'm playing Apex in my pajamas.
Nice. Me too. It's the proper way to play.
It's the only way to stream.
Mm-hmm.
So I played with Kimmy, and I got convinced to try my sensitivity way down. And now my sensitivity is way down, and I'm not sure it's for the better, but I'm trying very hard to adapt to it.
Can you 360 across your mousepad space?
Hell no.
What? How down was the sense we're talking here?
Paying attention?
I'll let you know when we land.
Good.
I probably get like 90 degrees.
No one can tell you what your future will be. Only what your future can be.
I probably get like 90 degrees.
My shield, my life.
I am really in love with this as well.
I'm currently at the top of my game. Get it?
Oh, is Princess a really high energy streamer?
Wow.
I scream and shout sometimes, but I feel like I'm usually a fairly low energy streamer.
I'm surviving one cheese at a time.
Victory.
Attention. First blood.
First blood, and not the good blood moon kind. An enemy landed near me. Negative.
Well, people sure landed on this very building. Okay, a lot of people did apparently.
Are there any guns?
Taking fire. Opening fire.
Reload. Enemy
What up?
down. Recharging shields.
Enemy down.
I have armor, but I do not have
Well, the poor
gun.
champion.
Shoot it. I shattered an
I'm gonna
enemy's
go down there.
shield.
Oh, there's another team across the way.
Another taken down.
Gathering materials.
What a pitiful squad. Even killing them.
Let me in.
I shattered
Is the
an
window open?
enemy's
The window's not open.
taking fire. We routed that squad. Hardly a challenge. Reloading. I'm the kill leader.
Evo shield here. Level 2.
So I might have killed 4 people in quick
45
succession.
seconds. Put yourself in the ring.
Toaster.
Yes.
You're too good. I think we need to deduct taxes.
The ring is close. We only have 30 seconds left. No pressure.
I need to siphon some of this good for myself.
There's a light mag in there, and there's light ammo right here.
This location interests me.
I wish it was that simple.
I had the arduous job of finding a gun, and by the time I found a gun, the fight was over.
Target acquired. There.
Hey, do you want to install the free Capital One shopping extension and increase the value of our giveaway? Save
We need
plus
to cover
win.
ourselves there and fast.
brands.upstream.im/ost/eviltoaster-giveaway.
Wow. Oh, seamless. Man, I should clip that and just make it a sound alert. I could never sell it that well.
I have a
Hop up here. Double tap trigger.
Hi, this is Catalyst, and this is my favorite ad on the Citadel.
Care package
I'm gonna
coming
locate these
down from the
people.
stars.
Attackers.
They're here!
Focus on the threat.
They're in this building.
There.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Sweet. Melly, I found a gun, a toaster. I killed 4 people.
Down.
Okay, this just became much more complicated.
I'm under fire. Caught like a rat. in
Got someone coming towards you on the right,
They're not close.
Huh?
or on your left. And we've got another one over here.
Watch out. Enemies here.
They are doing a bit of a pincer maneuver.
taking fire.
Oh my god, that was so unreasonably coordinated of them. They're literally playing esports.
Did they both shoot at the same time?
They did. They both peeked their corners at the same time. Oh my god.
I saw them both setting up. I didn't know it was going to be that brutal.
I can't
They are, in
believe
fact, gamers.
At least I got a badge for rapid eliminations on Ash. I was gaming.
My stream has been up for going on 8 hours. These past 2 days have been intense. Now, my chat was telling me that you tend to stream either 4 or 8, depending.
I normally, my average stream length's probably like 7 or 8 hours.
Is it really?
Yeah. Although as soon as it rotates out of Olympus, I'll probably be done for tonight and maybe attempt to be awake at a normal-ish time.
Yeah, I don't have that much more time than me.
Yeah, understandable. Oh.
I feel like 1 my time would be my absolute latest.
Yeah.
I need
Sometimes
to get
12,
like a
true.
big blanket that I can wrap around myself while I'm at my desk.
Me too. That'd be great.
Another chance to train.
Yeah, kind of been treating it like a full-time job for 2
We
days.
don't want to get rusty.
My stream also has 69 viewers. Nice. I have no way to see that. I have no idea how to do that on OBS, so thank goodness that chat has been fairly active, or I would have no idea if the stream was actually working.
Oh, do you not have your dashboard open on Twitch?
I don't know how to see... Oh, I don't have my own page open now.
Melly J. Grant.
Should I?
Yes, you should have your dashboard open so you can see the status of your stream.
What? I don't know. I'm learning things every day. Where's my dashboard? Let's go in.
On twitch.tv
Creator
on the top
dashboard.
right. Yeah, that thing. And then the first thing that opens should be the stream manager, and that is the thing that shows you everything.
I've always tried to stay away from the Twitch website because I know that like if you end up on your own stream, you start getting repeats.
Well, just mute or pause your own stream or mute it.
Now, what do you use this dashboard for?
To
'Cause
keep track of your activity feed, your chat, do any actions, see your stats, and any other things. That's normally where you would look when things like a sub happens.
I get a decent amount of that in OBS. OBS has
Interesting.
activity. OBS has the
Oh.
chat. OBS has my uptime. It just doesn't seem to have who's actually in here.
Ah. Interesting.
Got a lot of little things if you need a
Backpack here.
purple.
That is how a lot of people I know actually just do it now, where they just pin everything in their dashboard into OBS, which is probably better, at least in some ways.
1 minute. We have time to strategize.
Banning people? I could ban everybody here.
Oh yeah, that's true. One of
I can
the
also ban
favorite
from the
features of
chat,
mine.
although I don't think I can ban someone who's like not presently in the chat. Like they have to have
Oh,
posted
you
something.
can.
5 seconds remain.
You could ban anyone.
I do like to know that it's working though, so I'm very
Yeah.
grateful that you've all been here.
30 seconds.
No, I have
before the
seen
ring
people
closes.
recommend
Use
just
it
like
well.
hiding that and forgetting about it. There's just always part of me that like, so I recorded something when I recorded my Thanksgiving thing the other day, and I recorded for
Oh.
like 10 minutes and did a couple of takes and then finally exported and there was no sound. So
10 seconds
Agony.
until the ring closes. Move.
if
Hop up here. Barrel stabilizer here.
if ever it were quiet for a stretch of time, it would be very helpful to know that it was actually functional
Outside the ring.
and that it hadn't
You want a
gone
future
like
read? Get
horrifyingly wrong.
moving. Well, looks like half the squad's in banished.
Just type /ban EvilToaster. Yeah, it'll work. Finally, we use the crafter. for
It's
the thing
not.
it's meant for.
It doesn't show it for me, Roland. I don't know why. It did on Streamlabs, but not in regular OBS. I am learning. This is my second day back.
Materials secured.
Second day of a new full-time job.
I mean,
Standing by for
let's
care package.
not scare me off the platform immediately. Thank you for the follows, friends.
Materials secured.
Hold on.
The new full-time job. It makes my brain itch. But you know what?
Capture some materials.
It's a pretty fun community.
Yeah.
Kill leader eliminated.
I'm very fortunate that this is my full-time job.
Is it? Do you have a point
Yeah.
system? Do you ever get suspended if you like miss too many days?
Oh,
Do they bring you
well-
into the manager's office and like sit you down and talk to you about the needs of the business and like customer focus and stuff?
Well, that sounds like that came from experience.
An underuse of time management, despite an overuse of, I don't know, dealing with ambiguity.
I'm going there.
Wowie.
You would be wise to follow.
I wish they'd call me into the John Twitch's office.
John Twitch. Oh no, it begins.
Not again. Oh god, that's a Kraber that I looked at with my forehead.
Firing.
These got them. They should have run faster. Fire.
Throwing some heat. That enemy shield is
Ooh,
broken.
rooted? They are a better shot than I am.
Me.
They did not know about me.
Entire squad falls.
Don't let her get
Picks
Yo,
up the
Yune,
phone.
hello. Thank you very much for the raid. Hi.
John
people,
Twitch, talk to me.
We are joined by the one and only Millie Grant.
No.
Voice actress.
Anyone but
Okay.
her. Sorry, I'll let you finish.
Yeah, that's it. We're playing Apex Legends. It's great.
Repairing
It's me. Melly, I voice things sometimes.
Only sometimes.
And then I get bashful and I turn into a
Do we want
Star
this
Runner
Kraber?
meme.
Oh, I love Homestar Runner memes.
You know what? Let's do it. I'm grabbing the Kraber.
You might want to heal and like take an armor that is more than white and then
Are
heal
you
it.
judging my armor?
I'm judging your health bar too.
Are there armors that are more than white?
Yeah, there's an empty one here, and you can just Phoenix it.
Okay. I live. I live.
Using a Phoenix kit. I need cover.
I'm ready. Thanks everyone for hanging out with us tonight.
Yes.
I'm variety streaming up. I did hours of Minecraft and now I'm doing like an hour of Apex.
a new kill leader. We have our target.
I will take that.
Yes. They are getting involved over here.
Step box there.
I need another one of these.
Ring countdown.
Why do I have so much heavy ammo?
We're not all in the next ring. Let's fix that in the near future.
Replicator.
I don't know when my next thing is going to be. I have one more
Locator drop.
script
Under fire.
that I need to take care of.
By my hand.
So the next couple of days are going to be a little busy.
I shot it. I'm down.
I traded.
Down.
Why would you do
Yep.
this?
They're rezzing inside right around the corner with a gold knot. You gotta stop it. You gotta stop it. You gotta stop. Okay, well, now they're
Listen,
not the jump pad. You know, maybe I could use this jump pad to get out.
If you go through the wall.
Oh, so I went through the wall?
I can't see them because of my own wall. I can't. I got all short-circuited. You wanted me to finish them off, and that probably was the right play, but I was so worried about my teammate.
Well.
Don't make fun of me, I'm bad at this game!
I understand.
They told me, hang on, let me bring this mic over here. They told me
Ribbit.
that the journey was the reward. They lied to me. They lied to me. Don't tell. Hey, listen.
Listening.
We're not supposed to tell you that I jumped around the corner to fight and pulled the trigger
Oh, you
and
didn't
started
have your scout
reloading.
reloading? How long were we walking to that fight?
I forgot to reload. It was such a cinematic moment. I spun around the corner and, like, you know, popped my hip to one side, and I was like, it's Catelyn time. Click. It's click. It's, I swear, baby, this never happens to me.
This is your champion.
Alcoholic cookie.
Yeah, they didn't include it's Catelyn time as one of the voice lines. I was heartbroken. We definitely recorded it.
Wow. One day. Maybe for the heirloom, the unique voice line.
An enemy landed near me. Such negative energy.
Ooh, such negative energy.
Captured some materials. Target acquired here.
We're able to find out if I get crafting materials to unlock my skins. I
First blood.
did get some crafting materials.
They're kind of over here.
I'm going in.
Very nice.
Enemy down.
Oh, nice. Well done.
Oh, just their friend.
Beginning ring
Enemy
countdown.
killed.
Is that
Well,
the
I
end?
think it's throwing grenades from the other side. Oh, yep, they sure are. Oh, don't walk into it. Okay.
I didn't know that there was a grenade there. I don't know what things look like.
Shattered an enemy's shield. Reloading.
I am an innocent young bab who does not understand the world.
The pitiful squad.
Froggy's like, I literally just said. I just. Never mind.
This glowing red ball just rolls out of the doorway.
Recharging shield.
I'm trying so hard to have aim, ironically,
30 seconds
which
before
actually
How
makes
long-
for a great sentence.
use it well.
How long were you using the new sensitivity?
Like a
The
day.
poor champions vanished.
Oh, okay.
I get like 90 degrees, so I have to do like a little bit of like a dance on my trackpad to get it
I
to turn
see.
around.
Trackpad?
It's my mat. I have like
Okay.
my whole desk is a mat.
Material secured.
Stop!
You scared
Stop
me.
it! No, my whole desk is a mat. I just
One moment.
I tend to run into my keyboard.
So you don't have a lot of space, is what you're saying.
Not a ton. I mean, a whole lot more than if it were a trackpad, but not as much as I would like.
Let's see. For reference, my the horizontal space of my mouse pad area where there's nothing except space for my mouse is about, I think, like 35 inches. So
Between your keyboard and like the other edge. Or
yeah.
something.
So it's a wide open range for my mouse to roam freely.
But you're doing like arm off the desk, like full arm aiming.
Yes.
Ooh. Exercise.
True. That's why I'm thankful I have a lightweight mouse. Which you can win in my giveaway, by the way. As well as the keyboard.
Do you look like a
because
charger? Do you have like one really, really big arm? From all that suspended tracking.
Oh my god. That'd be so hard to
Stop
explain.
being sus towards the frog. What does that mean? I'm just like a little troll at heart, and hopefully I'm not like making enemies along the way by accident. I think I said in one of the other streams, like I've been joining on and just guesting on people's streams, and within like 5 minutes I start ribbing them, and I just hope that I'm not like offending them like crazy.
My god, you should play with Zen then. I'm in a never-ending war against Centrea.
Zen is the VTuber that sounds like a robot.
Yeah. It looks like one too.
You're way far ahead of me. I'm trying to catch up, but I can't get there.
Deathbox there.
Wow. Good Centrea impression.
You know the secret to doing a perfect impression, right?
Probably not.
You have to say, you announce yourself with their name, and it becomes an instantly perfect impression. For instance, chat, back me up here. Hi, I'm EvilToaster. So guys, how you doing today? Want to play some games? Perfect impression?
What?
Did you know who
Why,
was
that's-
saying it just now?
Why that sound vaguely like Ash Ketchum?
See? Perfect. Spot on. Could take over the stream. The anime voice is unnecessary. If you want to throw in the anime voice. Hi, who wants to play some Apex?
Shooting.
I can't wait to catch all the guns.
Enemy shield cracked. Reloading.
I have no engagement in this range.
Reloading.
Yo, what if we got at that range?
Okay. I've always dreamt that one day I would be the Apex legend.
I'm under fire. Firing. Enemy on me.
Oh no.
Shields are depleted. Recharging.
You may be surrounded until further notice. Oh boy.
Recharging shield.
The enemy is
Why
moving.
are they like this?
Not so fast. Time to bind you.
Wait, I'm sorry. The anime voice was the hot seduction voice? I'm learning things.
Recharging shields. My shields need a bit more.
We should take this back.
They're focusing on me. Formed from iron.
Bad times all around.
Enemy close.
I got a team on me, but they're blinded. Or they were blinded. They're probably not anymore. One of them is blinded. I love that that's the sexy voice.
No, they're my bullet.
Can you imagine that scene? Hey guys, who wants to play some Apex Legends? Oh my gosh, you're turning me on so much right now. Oh, do the voice again. You want to shoot some shoots in this video game? Oh my gosh, keep going. Keep going. Oh god. Oh no, I'm teasing, but apparently you're not teasing, and I respect you for it. I just want you to know
Wow.
that. I respect you for it. And I choose you, EvilToaster.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, Lexi would have.
What is
by now, I'm
going
sure.
on? What kind of mic am I using? I am using...
It's a Shure SM7B, isn't it?
I am using a Sennheiser MKH416.
Wow. Not a Shure SM7.
That is my voice from the back of your head. Just right in your ear voice. Because your ear is in the back of your head. My brain sabotages my lack of ability to improv sometimes.
No breath to steady, no heart to calm. Perfection.
There's a win in your future. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Introducing
Listen.
your champion.
Listening.
To Pixie in my chat. If your ASMR is becoming... If your ASMR is becoming an ass smear, we need to talk.
Is that what we're calling it?
That might not be the intended consequence of the ASMR. I mean, you know, never mind. I got the same mic and arm as you, no kidding.
No.
I got mine off of Amazon, and I was like, I got Amazon Prime. I can return it anytime I want.
Nice.
Fell in love with it, and now it's like a glorified... It's my streaming mic, I guess. Usually it's a glorified, just sort of Discord BS mic. I am all about the 416. I think it's a fantastic mic. It's a very expensive mic, but it's a great mic.
One day.
Handful of streamers use it. I think Kagi uses it.
Round one.
I think Sayu. I think Sayu uses it.
Oh, yeah. I was going to poke Sayu, but I know he's a little busy lately.
Oh, my chat got paused.
Oh, yeah. Sayu is also like, I think he's out with... on holiday. Last I checked.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, for Thanksgiving. Oh, God, I just hit the wrong button.
We have 1 minute.
I'll go back. Okay, I love Stream Deck software.
I'm a huge fan of shotgun microphones. I recommend them
The
to
ring's
everybody
close.
that
45
wants
seconds.
wants a
That's a
desktop
stroll.
mic. Not necessarily this one. You don't
Yeah.
need a $1,000 microphone if
Yeah,
you're just
yeah,
like
yeah.
chilling on disc. But they're really good for isolating sound because they just point right in front of them.
The ring is close, but we only have 30 seconds left.
It's
No
very
pressure.
easy to kind of control your room tone
Captured some
when you've got a
Mhm.
shotgun mic. I will learn
That's
you live in
why-
a permanent state of sus. I think that makes two of us.
That is why I use the Shure SM7B, actually.
We have 10 seconds. Move with purpose.
Is that... That's not a shotgun, is it?
It's
That's
kind of
a-
like one. It's not like those really long ones.
But it's dynamic, not condenser.
We're all
Right.
outside the ring.
Yeah.
You want a future to
Is that the one that looks kind of like a concert mic? Like you could be like a rock star.
I guess so. Oh, I don't think so.
Oh no, I'm thinking
Like
of the
the
57.
kind of microphone that you would hold.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the SM57.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
1 moment. I'm crafting.
Do I have crafting to do?
What do we make? Let's make something cool.
Crap.
Extended heavy. Nope, that was an energy mag. No, I take it back.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, by the way, to my stream. I don't think I have a limiter in place again yet. I need to figure out how to get my limiter back.
Oh yeah, you could do that. Well, if you want to do it through hardware, but you could also just do it through software. I actually need to like redo how I do my mic filters, because all the mic filters that I use for stream are only going through stream, so they don't like go through Discord. But there's some new software that I really should try that will basically let you put VST filters like at a driver level, so then it goes to everything,
We have our target.
Okay.
which sounds very useful, because then I could have like the limiter and the compressor that's like in the software
I was using...
go through Discord and everything else.
So it hits everything at once.
Level
Mhm.
I was using Streamlabs OPS, and I know that they had built-in filters, like limiters and stuff. So I was using that at least on my stream. But I don't think I have anything on Discord. I think Discord tends to do a pretty good job of it on its own, though.
Kinda, yeah. Discord does have some filters, but there is some some of it isn't great. And also I've noticed
half of the squads have
it
been
really will
appropriately
just remove a lot of noises that it just doesn't think is human, like laughing sounds. It will like compress some of that when it doesn't need to,
Oh, yeah.
or like anyone that just has a very high pitched voice. So
Yeah, no, that's right. I'm using their noise thing, like their advanced like machine
Noise
learning
suppression.
noise suppression.
yeah,
And for a while I hated it. I think I hated the original one because it dramatically reduced my microphone quality. But I think
yeah.
the new one does a pretty good job of not doing that anymore. Uh-oh. Someone said more
Uh-oh.
Ash Ketchum voice. I'm not even trying to do Ash Ketchum voice. Apparently my Mimi anime voice is Ash Ketchum. I think what I'm actually doing, like the nutcase I am, is the anime version of Strong Bad from back in the day. That like,
Wait, I know exactly
what is that?
what you're
What
talking
is
about.
that? Are you some kind of
Yeah.
robot?
That is actually very accurate.
Are you asking
Cinco
for
Man.
a challenge?
kill leader.
I had a character in a show I wrote recently say, "Are you asking for a challenge?" And they put it in, and I'm sure absolutely no one got that reference.
I'll get it.
For me, the dream when I'm writing is to include, I don't like to have like overt, like dramatically change what was in the Japanese script jokes, but I'll kind of like try to sneak in little, tiny little meme jokes that like 2 people will get.
Yeah. I swear. Oh, they closed that door. They had to be in here. Oh,
Fire. I shattered an enemy's
they're not amazing at the game.
They will be bound.
Is that a sniper?
Cut down an enemy.
Pierces through.
Enemy shield
We're
cracked.
fighting in the vents.
Reloading.
We're in the vents, baby.
A new kill. Enemy shield cracked.
I can't get out of there. Okay, well now I can.
Recharging.
Oh my god!
Sorry. Wait, what happened?
We got Among Us.
We got him! No!
They vented.
I have a question. I have to ask this really close to the microphone.
I'm ready.
Pixie Rose in my chat. Why is Catalyst Squid Mommy?
Squid mommy?
I need to understand this before I approve of it. I don't think I have a line in the game that goes, "You guys made me ink." I don't think I recorded that line for Respawn.
Respawn, please.
I mean, I might ink because I barely know what the buttons do. So once I start getting shot, I just start using abilities.
That is
I will
very
say
hard.
this. I probably do use my wall like a squid, Because it's like once I start taking fire that I'm like, ah, whoa! Is about the extent of my strategy.
That reference Melly made is why I call Caustic Stinko Man.
Caustic is Stinko Man? Wait, what's the caustic line? I'll try to do it.
What is a caustic line?
Everyone says my stuff is what? What do you mean? No.
Huh?
No. How
What kind
dare
of
you?
animal?
I wanna Stinko Man caustic line. He does a very like he's like down here and all of his lines like end like that, right?
Yeah.
My name is Caustic, and they call me Stinko Man. That's the real reason I set all those fires. I'll let you come to your own conclusion on that one. Caustic is Gas Daddy.
Oh.
Keep your friends close and your enemies under your blade.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Yeah, no, I think I disagree with that last assessment. All right.
Can't believe it.
Is your champion.
Don't take what follows too
Puppy.
personally, darlings. Me and you teach us
Wow,
need to
experienced
follow the
lifeline player.
I'm the jump master. Don't worry. This is
I
the
am
first
not
time
the
I
jump
led a
master.
ritual.
I'm the jump master. Follow my lead.
Wow. I could have swore I wasn't the jump master.
Show no mercy.
Just on this chat, I don't, I don't mind the ink stuff personally, but I think the other thing is probably is probably a step too far. So let's not do that one,
There are
okay?
people here, but we are cooler than them.
An enemy landed near me. Their final mistake.
Wait, huh?
They are right here.
Enemy shield cracked.
Oh, poor lad.
What a pitiful
They were.
squad. Even killing them was dull.
They landed solo.
Their shields.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
We're already in the next ring.
All right, there's more people. There's one that
So
way.
I can take the havoc.
Opening fire.
Attention. The champion has been eliminated.
Not so fast. Time to buy.
Over in this direction.
Okay.
That champion thought too highly of themselves. Took some materials.
Why they sound not there? Oh.
Locked you in, baby.
The enemy is in striking.
They're inside or somewhere
Yeah, there's one right in here.
on that building.
They're coming around the side, or are they going on the roof?
I shattered an enemy's shield.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Grenade.
Blinding them.
Dropped me.
I shattered an enemy's
You know that screen shake?
Oh my god!
I shattered an enemy's shield.
She is gaming! How did I threw my snare like past them instead of like at the part where they would have killed them if they walked through.
I thought that I had dodged the grenade, and I think when the grenade went off, it shook my screen like crazy.
Yeah, I saw you walk into the nade. I was like, I know what's about to happen.
What? Well, thank you. A schmoove lord. Look, not all of us have your mobility.
True.
EvilToaster was born playing Apex Legends. I don't know if
wish
you
I
know
was.
this.
I was born playing Overwatch. Even worse.
The universe is nice. Stay in.
Wolf in my chat says, "What's your most memorable voice line that you did?" I think by and large the cinematic that I did with Margot, because Margot's played by one of my closest friends.
Oh yeah.
But if we're talking in-game lines, I think the line that means the most to me is...
Shotgun ammo here.
I think the line that means the most to me is... all the magic I've ever known, I've had to make myself. That one hits... I don't know about you, that one hits me very hard.
Pretty good. I was hoping for like the most mundane voice line.
The line, you know, the line that really just hits me in the feels and just speaks to like, just the core, the essence of my soul is reloading.
Evo shield here. Level 2.
It just, you know, it hits different. By the way,
Evo shield here.
oh wait, that's
Level
mine.
3.
Because you got the first
that's
one.
for you.
Someone cracked under pressure.
I don't know why I just like head cannons that I had gotten to it first.
Round
That's me.
1. Begin.
I
That's
got
me.
equipment. Any sniper scopes around here?
I have a 6x if you need it.
I will use.
Gathering materials.
I'm gonna pierce their skull, if you know what I mean. With a skull piercer. Oh, there's also a wingman there.
We're close to the ring with a minute to
Do
spare.
you have a favorite
That
line,
champion
Wolf,
thought
or
too
anybody
highly of
else
themselves.
in mine or in
I'm under fire.
Coaster's
Well-
chat?
Cut down an enemy. Shield.
These poor, unfortunate
Looks like that was the
souls.
last of them.
The ring is near. 45 seconds. Recharging shields. We have shields are depleted. Recharging.
I've got 2 phoenixes if you want one.
Half the squads are gone.
I can take one.
Heal, heal, heal.
It's a good thing we weren't like under attack or anything, because then I would have needed that a lot sooner. Why do I hear more
Isn't the
so?
Phoenix get faster than using a battery back-to-back with a medkit?
Yes,
Okay.
by like several seconds.
Really? Okay, they feel very long to me.
Ring movement in progress.
Yeah, I think the Phoenix kit's only like 2 seconds longer than a med kit.
Now.
The syringe is horrible. I'm always shocked at how bad the syringe is time-wise
Yeah,
for what you get.
Capture some materials.
that's why I try to not take health damage. Because recovering it back up is much longer than getting your shields back up. Oh, might as well not go to wingman.
Care package being delivered.
Care package coming down from the stars.
Need those.
Care
Okay.
package coming down from the stars.
I swear. Maybe I'm just not. Oh,
They really nailed it with that Grim Transwitch line. That is just a grand slam of a line. Where are you going?
I think I'm being haunted by your own footsteps.
I'm coming for you.
I may not be dobied up. And it's not being open, so surely there's no one here.
Oh, that was a hell of a lag spike.
Oh yeah, I see it on your stream too. That must have been
That
all
was
you.
all kinds of fun. Right, where am I going? Oh, you're over there.
We'll be well positioned.
Yeah, no, that was the game, the server. Maybe not the server, but like the whole client just
Yeah.
had a mini stroke for a moment. But we're back. Well, I love that everyone's assuming positive intent. Yeah, I don't think it was. It must have been.
Oh, hey, your favorite.
Is it? It must have been maybe my.
Ooh, dibs.
Maybe my provider then. Because it
Yeah,
felt like
it
that
must
to
have
me.
been. Because if the game lagged, but also your stream lagged, then it wasn't just one of those services. So definitely had to have been the whole deal.
If you need.
Mid range.
I should be good.
Okay.
Another bat. Oh wait, I can hold it. Teehee. I'm at 6 though. If you need batteries.
I am pretty good on cells. I've got 1 battery. One
All
battery
right,
and
well.
like 12 cells.
Battery here.
I will take it.
Where's the death at? 50 seconds ago. That's it. But more people are dying.
Someday
Oh.
I hope to be good with this bow. What line do I have to do the most takes on that you can remember? What line did I have to do the most takes on? The lines that I struggle with the most, I had a really hard time saying extended sniper magazine here. It was really hard. I learned something from the community because I hadn't played the game before I started it. But apparently, and I don't know if this is because they told me to or I just chose to and they decided not to like correct me. But apparently I say submachine gun and a lot of legends say SMG.
Oh yeah.
And my
I
character was
noticed
submachine
that.
gun here.
I noticed that actually with a lot of your lines that you say like very proper terms for things that a lot of the other characters just like say something else for.
That is
Like
fascinating to me.
Like with medkit, you literally call it medical kit. I'm just like, wow, okay.
If it's medical kit, well then they must have written submachine gun. Like this must all be part of their master plan. Because I don't think I would have seen SMG and said submachine guns. That must have been how they wrote it. But I didn't even think about it until people started pointing it out. I think the hardest one for me is oh, I was just talking about it last night. Was anyone on stream last night and remember which one I'd
We
mentioned?
aren't all in the ring. Do not allow that to compromise us.
Oof.
Holmes is rezzing right here.
Its cargo is weak. Replicator incoming.
If I can remember, I'll tell you. There's a line that I really struggle with, but I can't remember it at the moment. Can we shoot down the ship?
Oh my god, that would have been the sickest. No, I can't shoot down the ship, but we can shoot down the cargo. But they're already gone.
Target spotted. Far.
Someone is on a trident.
Well, we have an enemy out there.
Enemy shield cracked. Perfect hit.
I don't have long range other than the bow.
Enemy there.
Oh.
Perfect hit.
Oh. Ah!
Shield.
I'm
Location.
ruining someone's life.
Combing for loot over there.
These bonds aren't
Can I
Oh.
land any of these?
shooting. Enemy shield cracked.
That's one.
Reloading.
Nice.
That was all that remained of a
Is the vehicle
pitiful
still being
squad.
used?
Yeah.
Reloading.
God, if I was that person,
Only 2 other squads left.
Oh, this is
I'd
gonna
be
drive me crazy
unreasonably
now.
upset.
We have a new
It's
kill
gonna drive me
There's
crazy.
only 3 squads. We
trying
should.
to
We,
find
we
it.
gotta get in there.
center.
Let's get in then. Oh, this is something you're gonna learn about me. If there's something I know I should remember and I can't, I start obsessing over it. What the hell was that line?
45 seconds to put yourself in the ring.
I can't believe I missed all that after earlier. They want our spot. Just get on me. And
30 seconds, and the ring's close.
Phase tear ready.
So yeah, we'll have to check the VOD from last night. Somewhere along those 8 hours. I said the line I struggle with.
no way.
We have 10 seconds. Move with purpose.
You're right.
Recharging shields.
Are they
Well,
just...
they're hecking off. Yeah. I guess we just go to ring.
Closing.
Okay.
They were gonna come here, and then I moved here, and then they were like, nope, and then. Cowards, I tell you.
Attention. Delivering care package.
Well then, we have a care package on the way.
Your gun's reloaded?
I'm like, my bow is reloaded, yes.
Well, I hope that one is.
I think I hear people behind me.
Forming a barrier.
She inked.
That is a hole. Don't go that way.
Opening fire.
Beginning ring countdown.
This is a bad time for me.
Recharging shields.
Okay, I'm back.
Replicator being
Well, it seems they don't want to go through that, so good.
Replicator dropping.
They visible? Don't think so. They probably are going to go another way to get to ring.
It's like,
Maybe. Oh my god, it's
I'm going
this
there.
weird area.
You would be wise to follow.
I know, I almost jumped the fence into a hole. I'm very glad I noticed in time.
Helmet here.
Sure, thank you.
Heavy ammo here.
Oop, they found us.
They're so far.
He's far out.
Enemy at that location.
They're focusing on me.
Bound by my hand.
Hey, Miles, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining me. I'm trying not to zone out thinking about this line. Oh, this is so bad.
Shield battery here.
This is gonna destroy me.
There's so many crafting mats. And nothing to craft. Is your armor close to red?
I don't know. How do I know? 476.
That would be 200 mats, which I have.
My shields need a bit more power.
Shooting. Taking fire. I shattered an enemy's shield.
Oh
are they?
my god.
This will bind them. Caught with no way out.
Grenade! They're focusing on me.
I'm not with for a little bit longer.
My shields
No, I
need a bit more
am.
power.
On your right.
Down.
Shit.
Releasing an arc star. The right out.
Oh, you are far from me.
Cover me.
Oh god.
On us.
movement in
They're
progress.
closing on you. I'm dead.
Well, that's unfortunate. A little bit sandwiched. I don't think I have a way to get them to kiss.
There's a way to make them kiss.
Has to be.
Oh no.
Eh.
Round 4. Beginning ring countdown.
Why are they so close?
Look at you move.
Yeah.
Oh no. I shouldn't have said anything.
Follow me.
Oh, it's inspiring
There,
watching you juke.
Jason. Thank you.
I shouldn't stay on much longer though.
Yeah, it's now World's Edge, which is pain, so...
Did the map
I'll
just
let it now.
changed?
Yeah, it just did.
Ah, so it's almost
At
like it was
3
timed to
a.m..
the hour.
Exactly. That is how the map schedule is, yes.
Okay.
Change it every hour. Or an hour and a half. They do, like, blocks like that.
That was great though. Those first two matches were awesome.
Yeah, we did win 2 in a row.
We did win.
Just imagine that they were, like, the first win was in the middle, and the second win was at the end.
The very last one.
Just watch the VOD in reverse, actually. Just pretend we're going back in time.
Did you see us take out all those teams in that last match? It was amazing.
We're so good.
What's up, fellas and ladies? It's your girl, Melazand, coming at ya.
Wow. Well, I'm glad that you got to play and had fun. And
Chewing, hang
that
on.
your stream works. Hanging on. Chewing.
I'm chewing. Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Love playing with you. I would love to do this again.
Yes, definitely. Oh.
Yeah, if you've got, I mean, not to monopolize your time, but if you've got an afternoon where you're not hopping onto a stream just yet, I'd be grateful for all the help I can get streamlining this thing.
Yeah.
Just let me know.
I will definitely help you set up the software.
All right. Have a good night.
All right. You have a good night too. Thank you for joining.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Toasters chat.
Bye, Toasters chat. And Melly's chat.
Okay. All right, fam. That was so much fun. I had so much fun hanging out with everybody tonight and today. I really appreciate you spending this time with me, and I don't know, just helping me figure this out one scuff at a time. Yeah, a little bit about where am I? What am I doing? So I've got a couple of auditions. This is just actor stuff. I got a couple of auditions due Monday, and I have a script that is due. I'll let you in on a little Melly secrets. I've got a script that's due on Wednesday. So I'm basically going to be writing between now and then, but maybe if I don't surprise you with something in the afternoon, like a little like 2-hour or 3-hour like afternoon thing, in a worst case scenario, maybe we can do this again like next Wednesday or Thursday. Either way, keep tabs on me on Twitter, and I'll let you know what my plans are. I don't always write, but I am in a writing contract right now, so I kind of go in and out of phases where I have to write for like, 30 hours at a time, and then I get a little time off to play and hang out with people and catch up with friends and do this. So, all right. Hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you so much again for hanging out with me. It really, 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 really means a lot that you spend your time with me doing this. And I'll see you on the internet. Night. Wait, are we supposed to? Wait, bring it back. Are we supposed to raid somebody? I don't know how this works. I don't know how to do this Twitch thing. Help. Who do we want to raid? We'll raid somebody. I'm back. Let's do this. We've got Kimmy. We've got Toaster. We've got Amelie. I say we raid Kimmy because Kimmy is awesome and would probably love a little hello at this hour. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. And then I'll say goodnight. Thank you so much again. I don't know how to do anything. All right. See you soon.
What do you mean you don't?